Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures, and welcome to our quickest and quietest weekly painting progress. So, you know what? I am officially at score count 0 for this week. And if you can't tell from my voice, I'm not operating at 100% here, but thanks to my awesome wife who hooked me up with some really nice medicine, I am feeling significantly better and can somewhat function like a normal human. Or as close to proximity of one as I normally am. But despite my lack of actually getting anything painted, that's what family's for. And Mr. Percival Sparkletrout stepped up and actually got some stuff painted. So kudos to him. And we're going to start things off with yet another fingerling from Dragon Trapper's Lodge. Because these things, well, you just can't get enough of them. And it's like where there's one, you know, there's plenty more lurking. I don't even remember how many I've printed off for him at this point. But suffice it to say, it was a lot. When they're all going to get on the table is a whole different story. But yeah, they're a-coming. In addition to printing those, I have been churning out models that are oftentimes in focus from the Iduni Consortium. We've seen some stuff that Mr. Sparkletrout has painted before, and I will admit, I really like the ones that actually have some clothing on. I'm not a fan of tiny naked models, and for some reason there's a whole lot of nude variations on these, but they're pretty cool when they actually have their armor on. My biggest issue with these girls is their tails, though. I cannot tell you how many tails I have broken in the process of trying to get them off their supports. It's a lot. It really is a lot. I don't know, these things always remind me of like Death Stranding or something. They're little too. And that is their proper size. I mean, if you wanted to have much larger cat girls in power armor, I mean, more power to you. It's totally doable. I mean, they are pretty squat size after all, so if that's something you're after, as always, like I knew I had a squat around here somewhere. We'll have those links if you want to hunt down any of these models yourself, in addition to that young, well, I don't even know if they're that young. We have another one checking out her comms there. I was going to say, yes, the hair on the tail does match the head. Nice touch. And we have another goggle wearing one. I hadn't even thought of that, and I've got a couple of these girls myself laying around waiting to get painted, so I am going to have to keep that in mind. Of course, I don't see their eyes painted, but considering how tiny they are from a distance, I don't think that's going to be a big issue. In addition to those, we've got an oldie but a goodie, a plastic Forge Father. And for the life of me, I cannot remember what the heavy armors were called. I really liked these two. Somewhere I've got a whole Dead Zone Forge Father, like, was it 2nd edition? They had like a Brockers starter. I gotta dig that out. I've got it somewhere. Interesting color choices, though, but I feel like that's what he's done most of his Dead Zone Forge Fathers in anyways. I'll have to double check and consult with him. What's funny is at this point, both of us have so many Dead Zone models, not even models, Dead Zone factions painted to completion, and yet we've never used them in a game of Dead Zone yet. It's just sad. Sad, sad, sad. So hopefully someday we'll get around to fixing that. Hey, that's funny. I just found another of his fingerlings laying around. Like I said, where there's one, there's more, and I got like 3 of my own here. As you can see. High five. Anyway, I'm just hopeful everybody can understand me today. As always, we'll have those links if you guys want to track down any of these models yourselves. Always fun stuff. And hopefully when I am more coherent and functioning, I will try to post some of this stuff on social media. I just have not had the heart, energy, or patience to sit around and faff around with a bunch of electronics. Yeah, it's been me on the couch or on the bed. Although I will admit I've been reading a whole bunch of comics, but that's usually the case anyway. So, links below. You guys want to take a look? Enjoy. Hopefully all you out there stay safe, stay healthy, and stay busy painting. With that said then, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we will see you back here soon. Bye-bye.